everybody, it's Edie and this is a real life morning. So when I first thought about doing this video, I was gonna call it a hot mess morning because I've just recently woken up, I'm eating my breakfast, I haven't been in the shower yet, I haven't even brushed my hair. So you know, I'm what I used to call myself scraggly or a hot mess in this state, you know, because I'm not fully put together. And I was gonna call this a hot mess morning. But then it started to really bug me to call it that because I don't feel like I'm a hot mess. I just woke up, you know? It's not like I'm purposely scraggly or like I don't care about myself, and so you know, I'm presenting in that way because I do care about myself very much now, actually, which is a huge turnaround from how I used to feel. And I used to be completely comfortable calling myself a hot mess or scraggly, especially when I first woke up, because I just washed my hair yesterday afternoon, and you can't even tell it because my hair gets very oily. When I wake up in the morning, my face is puffy, my voice is, you know, I'm stuffy, and I'm not fully functioning when I first wake up in the morning. I'm usually puffy, or, you know, I don't look my best because I haven't spent an hour getting in the shower, drying my hair, and putting on my makeup. I slept all night. And so I used to use the phrase hot mess or scraggly to describe myself when I first woke up in the morning. And I was gonna title this video Hot Mess Morning. But then I started to think about it, and no, I'm not a hot mess. And I'm not gonna use those words to describe myself anymore. Because I used to not think much about it. You know, it's just a turn of the phrase, a hot mess. But words have power. And that I don't want to put those words into my head when describing myself, because I'm not a hot mess. No, I don't always look like I have, you know, spent an hour getting ready, because I don't always spend an hour getting ready. Actually, most days I don't wear makeup. And as soon as I wake up in the morning, it doesn't matter when I showered, my hair always looks like this. So some days I go through half the day with my hair in a ponytail because it looks like this. And I don't get in the shower first thing in the morning. It just kind of depends on the day. Does that make me a hot mess? Absolutely not. Oh, shit like this. Look, can you see? I have my breakfast here and I just stuck my hands in my plate. Excuse me. I have to clean my mess. See, shit like that I would use to call myself a hot mess. Because that's what I used to think it was. And now it's just me being careless, really. And not paying attention. Still not bad things, just part of my personality, just part of who I am. And I love those things about myself. So I'm not going to put myself down, even in the least, by calling myself a hot mess or scraggly. So I was thinking about that this morning, and I've been wanting to do videos. Every morning I get up and I really want to record a video, but I look like this because this is how I look when I first wake up in the morning. And I was still thinking to myself, oh, you know, I need to not necessarily get in the shower, do my hair, and do my makeup, but I need to look more presentable in order to do a video. And fuck all that, man. This is me. This is just how I look when I first wake up in the morning. I can't really change that, you know, because I don't sleep with makeup on. I don't sleep with my hair perfectly coiffed. And even if I did, I would still wake up and it would be oily the next morning. So it really wouldn't fucking matter. And, you know, whenever I come on to YouTube, most of the time I try to look very put together. Not all the time. I have done several videos where, you know, I'm just in a ponytail and exercise clothes or whatever, you know. I don't have my makeup done. Everything's not perfect. It's not video ready. I've done videos like that, but for the most part, I do try to look my best whenever I come on video. And I wake up every morning and I want to record videos, and I've been holding myself back because I look like this. And I I don't want to do that anymore, because I haven't looked at it as, oh, I don't like myself, or oh, I'm not pretty enough or put together enough to be on video. It's just, you know, I wanted my videos to be as professional as they can be. As unprofessional as I am, there is some level of professionalism to them, I think. So I've been holding myself back in that way. And then then the vicious cycle starts, because I'm not perfect. You know, I've come a long way, and I love myself and I accept myself, which I'm going to talk more about in another video, about that word self-acceptance. But you know, I love myself now, and I don't hate myself in the way that I used to, and I don't talk down to myself. But I still, now I'm even more aware whenever I do catch myself doing things like this. So whenever I call myself a hot mess, that is still putting myself down. That is still not self-love. And when I hold myself back from doing videos, it's because there's something that I'm not loving about myself. There's something that I'm not wanting to show. There's something that I'm wanting to not put out into the world because I'm ashamed of. And that's kind of where it's stemming from, I think, is like I'm still ashamed to put myself out into the world clean-faced and freshly woken up kind of thing. So I feel like in that way I've still been trying to cover up. Not cover up, but you know, like when you put on your makeup, you're putting on a face. You're still putting on a mask of sorts. Not always. I'm not saying that every time I wear makeup it's a mask, because fuck that. That is not the case at all. I like wearing my makeup. I think I like the way it makes me feel. I like the way it makes me look. So I don't wear makeup in order to wear a mask. But this is my face. This is my normal face. Like, this is how I wake up every single morning. And to not come on video because I look like this still says this is not good enough. And fuck that. Because this is absolutely good enough. This is me. This is how it is. This is what I wake up to every morning. It's what my husband wakes up to, what my son wakes up to, what everybody at Walmart wakes up to. Like, this is me. And I'm not gonna not record a video because I look like this. And that just, it makes me feel like this is, ugh, you know, why put this on camera? And it kind of takes me back to those things that I used to say to myself, and the thoughts that I used to have about myself, and the way I used to feel about myself, that, ugh, you're disgusting, you're blah, 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 you know, all those negative self-thoughts that I used to think. And, I caught myself. I caught that nasty fucking voice in my head. You're a hot mess. You can't be on camera. You can't look like this and be on YouTube. Look at how scraggly you are. Fuck that. I refuse to let that shit happen anymore. I refuse to let that voice stop me from anything. So I'm here this morning, not as a hot mess, but real life, just woken up. And yeah, I've been wanting to record videos every morning. Every single day I've woken up and had something to say. And I've put off the video because I didn't feel like going to get in the shower and doing my hair and putting on my makeup so that I could record a video. And I've made some notes about some things, but I feel like when an idea comes to me, or when I'm passionate about something, when something has fired me up or made me want to speak, I need to be in the moment. I don't need to go put on this mask, for lack of a better word. You know, I don't need to go put on this costume. I don't need to get show ready. You know what I mean? I don't need to prepare. I can just come turn on my camera and talk to you, because it doesn't matter what I look like. My words are important, and my stories are important, and the things that I want to say have value. And it doesn't matter if my hair is done and my makeup is on, or if I've just woken up and my hair is oily. It doesn't fucking matter. And so this is just more in the evolutionary pilgrimage. Remember, like, if you've been following along, I used to call everything a journey. Like, I was on a weight loss journey. I was on this journey. It's not a journey. It's a pilgrimage. It is an ever-changing, ever-evolving, ever-growing, ever-expanding version of myself and more love for myself. Because yeah, I've come a long way and I do love myself more than I ever have before. But it's not perfect. It's not like it's completely gone. I still have my struggles. I still have things that hold me back. I still have voices that say you're not enough. And I fight them every single day. And every time I look in the mirror, again, I know you guys can't read it, but trust me when I tell you it says I am enough when I look in the mirror. You know, every time I look at my tattoo, it's solidifying that a little bit more. And I spent my entire life, I spent almost 40 years despising myself, fucking hating myself, feeling disgusting, feeling like I was not worthy, I was not good enough in any way. I didn't measure up to anyone in any way. And yeah, a lot of that went away instantly when I got the tattoo, and I've come a long way, but I am by no means where I could be. And I don't want to use the word should, because fuck that. I shouldn't have to be should anything. Fuck should. Could. There's potential there. There's potential for more love. There's room for more expansion, more acceptance, more just complete love for myself. And I'm still embracing it. I'm still embracing myself. I'm still learning to love, not learning, growing to love. I'm still expanding to love more of myself. Even now, even what, 2 years now into this pilgrimage of self-love, there are still things that I am growing to love about myself. And there are still times that I catch myself talking shit to myself, and myself a lot. But I know you know what I mean. I still catch myself saying negative things or holding myself back because of not being enough in one way or another, whether it's my looks or the way I talk or my intelligence or whatever, my abilities to do certain things. No, I'm not perfect, and no, I'm not as good as anybody else at certain things, but that doesn't mean I'm not good enough. And maybe I don't roll out of bed looking like the cover of a magazine, but that doesn't mean I have to hide myself away. I don't look like a fucking troll when I wake up, you know? This is what it is. And I'm not gonna hide it. I'm not gonna pretend to be something other than me. I'm not gonna sit here and you know, only present the best side of myself, and you know, not that you guys believe that I always wake up looking gorgeous with my makeup and hair perfectly done. Fuck that. I know you know that. But I also don't have to act like that's how I look all the time, because I don't. This is how I look most of the time. And so I'm not gonna let that hold me back anymore. And I'm just gonna come out here and do my videos whenever the inspiration strikes. Because I feel like in those moments when I'm most passionate or most fired up or most excited, that's when the best message, the highest good will come from them. And I can't hold that back. I can't hide that. I can't keep that from the world. I need to put it out there. I need to say these things. Because I know that it's gonna touch someone, and I know that one of you right now watching this video is gonna have that moment, that light bulb moment, where you're like, holy shit, that's right. I know someone right now is thinking to myself, I am enough, just like this, just as I am. And I love that. And had I not done this video right now, you would not be having that experience right now. And who am I to keep that from you? Because you are enough. Right now, just as you are enough. And you are beautiful, and you are smart, and you are funny, and you are courageous, and you're fucking incredible. Even right when you wake up in the morning. So I hope that you know that. I hope that you're believing that, and I hope that you are growing to love yourself just as you are right now. Hot mess, scraggly, whatever, right now. Because you're fucking incredible right now. So that is that. The other thing I really wanted to say, this is what sparked the whole thing, okay? This is what sparked the whole fucking video. I made my breakfast this morning, and we're in the process of redoing our sunroom. So we're changing things around, we're redecorating. Well, I'm actually decorating for the first time. And I'm actually spending a lot of time out in my sunroom right now. So I'm making my all year long, I've been taking the time to make a nice breakfast for myself, sit and not be on the computer, not be on the tablet, not be on the phone. I'm completely unplugged and usually reading a book or just sitting and listening. I don't know if you can hear, we have over there, we have a pond now, so I'm coming out into the sunroom and I'm just listening to the pond and the birds and the silence. The natural noises. I'm completely unplugged when I have my breakfast in the mornings, unless I'm reading a book. I have books on my tablet, so sometimes I will have my tablet out here. And my phone does sit beside me just in case of emergencies, but I'm not on the phone. So this whole video this morning was spurred because I am a big proponent of self-love and pampering yourself and being selfish. Because I want to take that word, I want to take the power of that word back. Because being selfish is not a bad thing, in moderation. Because being selfish is not always a bad thing. It has a really bad rap and it has a negative connotation. But being selfish can sometimes be the best thing you can do for yourself. So, in making my breakfast every morning, I'm a big proponent for using the good china and using the good tea and not keeping things for special occasions anymore, wearing the good clothes. I used to hold all that stuff back and save it for the perfect day. Fuck that. Today is the perfect day. Right now, go get your beautiful dress and put it on and sit in your sunroom even if nobody sees you. Sit in your living room. Even if no one's gonna see you, put that beautiful dress on because you deserve to wear that and you deserve to feel beautiful today. So that's kind of like my whole thing. I'm not saving the good china anymore. I'm not saving the good art supplies or the beautiful dress for the perfect occasion. I wear that shit right now. On a Tuesday morning, sitting in my sunroom. Actually, I think today's Wednesday. I don't know what day it is. Thursday. It's actually Thursday. So on a Thursday morning, nobody around but me, I'm pampering myself. Right? I'm going to use the good china. I'm going to wear the beautiful dress. However, sometimes pampering myself means a fucking paper plate. So this is what spurred the whole video this morning. Most mornings I actually use paper plates. And you can see my breakfast right now is on a paper plate. I have a gorgeous breakfast. This is like an English muffin with some schmear and beautiful strawberries. I've got my tea here. And yeah, like this is a delicious breakfast, a beautiful breakfast. And I could take a photo of this, but it's sitting on a paper plate. You know, if you're gonna be an Instagram star, which I am not, don't even think for a second that I'm being serious right now, but Instagram stars do not post their breakfast on paper plates. So, you know what I mean? Like, I could take a picture of my breakfast. It's absolutely gorgeous, but it's on a paper plate. And here's why. Like I said, I am a huge proponent for pampering yourself, using the good china, wearing the beautiful dress, what have you. Putting on your makeup just for you. I'm all for that. But there's also a lot to be said for not having to wash that fucking dish. By putting my breakfast on a paper plate, I am pampering myself. Because I don't have to then go wash that fucking dish by hand. Because there are things you don't put in the dishwasher. You know? Why wash that dish? That makes work for me. I'm not trying to make work for myself. I'm trying to love myself and pamper myself and be a little bit fucking selfish. So yeah, I'm going to use a paper plate and love that shit. Because when I'm finished with my breakfast, it all goes right into the garbage can. And I don't have shit to do. I don't have work that I then have to do to clean up from the pampering. I'm just pampering. Someone else can clean it up. Me, in the garbage can. You know, like I don't have to go wash it. So yeah, that was what spurred this video this morning. I wanted to talk about loving yourself enough to use paper plates. And then I didn't want to record record the video because, you know, I had the whole hot mess scenario happen. So yeah, really, loving yourself can be using paper plates and not having to wash the dish. Use the good china. Don't save it. Use it. But at the same time, you can also use a paper plate if that's what self-love looks like to you. Don't think about the good china as you have to save it for a special occasion. If you want to use the china for yourself, for your gorgeous breakfast that you make for yourself. Normally I make myself eggs and English muffin or eggs and toast every single morning. And some fruit or whatever and a cup of tea. And there are some days when I really just go all out, like with the, you know, maybe a sprinkling of chive or what have you. Like I spend time on my breakfast. That is my meal of the day. I am alone, I'm in silence, I am doing my thing. And I will use the good china for that. I don't fucking own china. Let me not kid you. I don't fucking own china. Let me be clear about that. But my point is, I will use my good dishes for my breakfast. But at the same time, I will also, most mornings, use a paper plate because I don't want to have to wash that shit. So I am loving myself even more by not having to wash that dish. Because if you know me, you know I hate to hand wash dishes. I fucking hate it. If it doesn't go in the dishwasher, there are very few things that I, like literally my holiday dishes, my big serving dishes, those are pretty much the only things that don't go in my dishwasher. Because I hate to hand wash dishes. So I am loving myself even more by using the paper plate. So, I mean, you have to do what works for you. If pampering yourself means using the good dishes, use the good dishes. If pampering yourself means using a paper plate, use a fucking paper plate. So yeah, I think I've been kind of all over the place this morning as per usual, but that's just how I am. And if you're here, it's because you get that. And I'm glad that you're here. So thank you. That is it for today. I'm going to actually enjoy my breakfast now and read my book and sit in my sunroom and listen to the pond and the birds. I'm gonna give you guys just a quick listen of what I'm hearing. I hope it's gonna pick up on camera. Maybe we're just gonna sit in silence for the next 15 seconds. I don't know, but so I have a pond and the birds are chirping and the breeze is blowing and yeah. So and my phone is going off. I need to silence my phone. Normally I silence my phone and I just have it, you know, where it'll light up. I didn't actually silence it this morning, but listen. I hope you can hear it. I'm gonna do a tour of the sunroom once we get it completely decorated. We had a plan. It did not work out well. So I have to rethink this whole sunroom plan. But yeah, I want to start filming out here some more and spending more time out here. That is it for today. Remember, if you like what I do here, don't forget to hit the little subscribe button. That way you don't miss anything. And then click the little bell. That way you get the notifications from YouTube letting you know I've uploaded a video. I do share them on Facebook, but you know, Facebook is an asshat and they don't really let you know that I've posted a video. So if you want to keep up with me, then you really need to click the bell to make sure you're getting the email directly from YouTube. If you want to hang out with me on Facebook, there is a link in the description bar down below, so you can come and hang out with me in Edie's Cosmic Gathering Place on Facebook. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you all so much for being here. I love spending my day with you and getting to talk to you. I haven't recorded a video in about 3 weeks now, I think, because of this whole situation. Because the inspiration has come first thing in the morning and I'm ready to record a video, but I'm not prepared. So fuck all that. So thank you for listening to me this morning and spending your time with me, whatever time of day it is for you. Remember, you are fierce, you are fabulous, and you are fucking badass. So keep that shit up and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye!